Okay, welcome back everyone to our live session with ACC Global Indonesia. Today we are honored to collaborate with Oregon State University, one of the universities in the US. We will dig in particularly more into MBA and MBA in business, but feel free to actually throw questions during the talk. Today we have Jeannie Kang, marketing and recruitment manager is Asia from at OSU. We call it in short OSU, so it will be easier for us to talk later on. And there's also Mas Muhammad Adi Wibowo, assistant regional manager for Indonesia at Into partnership with OSU. So how are you guys?
Hello everyone. Hi Yonela.
Hi. Hope the
Adi here.
Yeah, hope the pandemic treating you well anywhere you are at now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think without further ado, we will start the providing the information about OSU. But for our audience here, because we stream in through three channels, that will be in YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram Live, whichever platform that you are watching now. Just stay tuned because we will have an interesting gift for you. There will be a short quiz that we announce the winner by Monday later on. There's a question that you need to answer, and just pay attention to our talk today. There's two swag, which is a T-shirt. Perhaps we can give a sneak peek, Mas Adi, of the gift that we will give away today.
Sure.
Ta-da!
There you go.
Yeah, so
Very well.
it's the Oregon State University shirt for two of our winners today. So pay attention to everything we talk about today. There's a questions that you need to answer. There's a two winner of this giveaway. Okay, so if you have questions, feel free to just type up your questions in the comments box, or if it is in the Instagram, then you just type your questions. We will try to answer all your curiosity about Oregon State University, or even
I think we're losing her, but I think she was trying to say, please leave your message at any platform that you are on.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Shall we get started? Perhaps.
Go ahead.
You hear me?
Wait for it. Oh, welcome back, Yanela.
Okay. Without further ado, shall we start with an introduction about the Oregon State University? Because perhaps some of our friends here are familiar about it, or perhaps no idea. Do you mind to just tell us about the uni?
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to. Let me just share my screen with everyone. Hold on a second. So, can you see my screen well?
Yeah, popping up.
Awesome. All right, so welcome everyone. My name is Jenny and I'm the marketing and recruitment manager at Oregon State University. So I'll just briefly go over some, important parts about Oregon State University. So we are in the US, also we are on the west coast of the US. So we are just located right here in the yellow, in the orange state. So this is Oregon State, and our campus is located in Corvallis, which is 90 minutes away from Portland. So in Oregon, there are lots of things to do with nature. We got like Crater Lake, the Oregon coast, Tulip Festival. Also lots of things to do in Portland, as well as some of like mountains and falls in Oregon. In terms of ranking, we are actually top 1% global university. We are also known as a research university, like an intensive research university as well. So we've written a lot of research funding every year. So just a quick example is that we have 450 million research funding back in 2020. So a lot of money that's going to our staff, faculty, as well as our students as well. Also, we have a higher research ranking than Penn State University or New York University or other, university I've probably heard from, like UIUC as well. Other thing is probably related to safety on campus and safety in terms of where you're living in. So Corvallis itself is a very let me see if I have that slide here. Okay, so Corvallis is basically a college town. So the campus was first built, and then around the campus, the city has been built around. So it's a very student-centered, student-focused city as well. And we were ranked #1 safest college campus in the US. So in terms of safety, I guess you don't really have to worry that much about it. These faculty there, the staff, the people in Corvallis are very friendly to international students. They're very open to international students. There are different international country restaurants, as well as like Asian food stores within the Corvallis as well. We are also one of the states in the US that doesn't have any sales tax, meaning that we have a low cost of living. In terms of going around the city as well as the campus, in Corvallis we provide a free public transportation, so free bus for everyone in Corvallis that goes around the town as well as the campus as well. So our students actually take this bus and use this bus very frequently, or our students buy their own bikes and they just take the bike around the campus or the town itself.
Okay. What would be the popular course that offered by OSU, especially those that perhaps a lot of Indonesian taking it?
Oh yeah, so a lot of Indonesians are very attracted to majors like engineering or business science areas. So in terms of engineering, we are like ranked #3 for having most popular computer science program in the US, as well as 10th largest college of engineering. So we attract lots of undergraduate students as well as graduate students to our engineering program. And our business program in particular, very popular among Indonesian students because we have a STEM designated business majors in both undergrad as well as grad level. So I will be talking about our most popular STEM designated grad program, which is called an MS Business, which is really tied to the business analytics area, which most of the students nowadays are very interested in. With the science, we have a various science majors available, as well as an opportunity for our students to gain a research opportunity or a on-campus or an off-campus hands-on experiences.
Yeah. So because our topic today, we will talk about MBA and the one that you mentioned before, the MS in business. For those that considering taking a master degree, they perhaps haven't made a choice between those two, whether should I take MBA or should I take MS in business. So what would be your advice for those that perhaps still considering between both, whether I actually do need an MBA or whether MS in business is actually the most suitable course for me? What would be your advice? Yeah.
So that's a really good question, and this is actually one of the area which I had a conversation with the faculty as well. And this is coming from a faculty's point of view. It's not from my point of view, but she said that MBA is typically for students that are already in the job market. So people already working for 5 years, 10 years. Now they want to learn more knowledge about a specific field like project management or like business analytics, just a specific field like that. So something that could give additional business related knowledge.
Yeah.
Whereas for the MS Business program, it's more suited for students that are coming off, that are just graduating off of college, and they know that they want to find a job in a business analytics field, but they don't have the skills. So it's more towards a skills development, very hands-on, a good opportunity for students to gain networking with the professionals. Also, a really great opportunity for students to work on a industry-led project with a professor. So they will gain. I actually have some slides ready for that, but I can just talk about it. But 3 things we prepare our students with a strategic thinking, because they haven't been working, so they need to learn what it's like to be a business analytics person at a business. So we will teach our students to think very strategically. We will also teach our students with the management skills as well as the technical skills, whereas the MBA students, those skills are already picked up from their experience, and they only want to top up the knowledge. So that's the 2 difference which the professor actually mentioned to me. So I would also share that information with the students.
So by saying that, I would imagine that studying MBA will be, in a cohort of people that very experienced, and also perhaps it's a lot of case study, a lot of perhaps a real case study in the real world. Is that correct? Like the idea?
Yeah. That's right. That's about it. Yeah.
So do you need the any, let's say perhaps 3 years experience or any work experience is accepted?
So with our MBA program, luckily we don't see any working experience as part of the application requirement. However, if you were to apply for other universities in the US, they will typically look at the working experience from like 3 to 5 years. But at OSU, that's not required. So we also get students that want to build up, that knowledge for those business graduates, before they move on to the job market.
So basically, the work experience is not kind of, compulsory to apply to OSU. How about, I assume also it's the same with the MS in business?
Yeah, same with MS Business, no working experience required, because basically it's like, as long as you meet the requirements and you also have a interest in analytics and have some courses in college math, because analytics requires the quantitative skills, right? So as long as you have those set of requirements ready, you can apply to OSU, and we will make sure that you gain all the necessary skills that is required to become a business analytics person, professional.
Okay, so at least you have a basic in perhaps stats, a bit of mathematics, perhaps to actually take the MS in business, compared to the MBA that you probably need more the idea of
the business area, the management. Yeah. And then, okay. That's right.
How about we, because we have a video about, the network that you might meet during study in OSU. How about watching that for a second?
That sounds great. That sounds great.
My name is Amory Lewandowski. I'm double majoring in international business and business management.
And I'm a double major in accounting and finance.
And I'm vice president of design, culture, and community.
And I'm getting my MBA in market research.
Beaver Nation to me is a great networking opportunity.
One day Tanya showed up at Intel to ask us to do some business, and we both discovered we were Beavers.
There's a sense of community, a sense of camaraderie that I feel in the College of Business specifically.
Having that bond, you want to do business with people that you have shared values, and Oregon State was that for us.
College of Business, I think, really gave me the hard skills that I needed for the workplace.
And it also gave me the incredible breadth of knowledge about how to think out of the box and be creative and innovative in your goals in life.
They're hardworking. They'll try and try again to get something right. They're innovative.
I think Beavers in general are just known for their incredible work ethic.
I mean, you can give them any problem and they're going to solve it.
You'll get an experience at Oregon State that is hard to find, frankly, that is difficult to replicate.
Wow. So that would be yeah. So that would be a lot of people from the industry that having a real experience that you will be able to study with together. So is there any internship within the course, like what they can actually take during the study or perhaps after the study?
So with the graduate students, it is possible to find internships, but it's not like already in the curriculum. It's more like for students that want to go on an internship. So there is a specific course called like business internships, and the students are able to take the course as long as they have an interest to find the internship. And they will have to work very closely with the faculty as well as our career center in the College of Business. And they will probably need to work, take action earlier because it takes time for them to build up their resume and work on their mock interview and potentially apply and so on. So, other than that, there are a couple of other ways for our students to gain an experience. So one example is probably find a on-campus job that is related to their academics. So if normally like students tend to think about like on-campus job of finding like jobs in dining halls or cafeteria. I mean, that is quite right, but we also do have some really good academic related on-campus job for business students as well. And there are positions like marketing research assistant or being a coach to international students that are in College of Business, something like that. So the position actually differs every year or every term. So students will have to look by themselves. But these are some of the examples of the on-campus opportunities for our students to look for when they come on campus and look for during their first year. Another option is probably joining academic related clubs. So for business students, there are a couple of other clubs that they can join. Like an example for like marketing club, sales club. We also have business informations or business analytics club, supply chain club, management association. We also have a Oregon State investment group for those that are interested in finance or financial analytics. So this is a really cool way for students to actually join the group and actually manage approximately like 4.3 million asset. So really cool ways for students to gain experience there, outside of classes and in classes for MS business students, which is our STEM designated program. There is a practicum or a capstone requirement at the end of their program. So during the capstone project, the student will be working with the professor and working with a industry project. Yeah. So our professors annually get like requests from the industry, and from those projects that they receive, they will pick one and actually have our students manage it. So a really good example is that we have a local supermarket in the town called Co-op, and they actually requested our students to work on the stock management, and our students in supply chain analytics had to go through the data management, data collecting, data analysis, and finding solutions for what they have asked for. So a really good example of what they can adapt, like what kind of skills they can pick up through real world projects.
Yeah, so it's not only sitting in the lecture hall and study, but they actually also can practice it in the real life situation. How the business goes and everything. I perhaps going to ask Mas Adi, because I know that Mas Adi has been helping a lot of Indonesian students to study in Oregon State. Just wondering, because there will be Indonesian love to be having a community, like being together with the same Indonesian, or with, sharing the same food and everything. So how about the Indonesian community there? Is it easy to, perhaps it's a everybody's question, is it easy to find a halal food in the US, in OSU? So how is it?
Okay. Yeah, it's a good question, Yonela. Yes. So I've been recruiting quite a lot of Indonesian students for OSU, and then I just happened to be used to be studying there as well. Not Oregon State though, but I just happened to be I have some experience studying at State of Oregon. Yeah, not necessarily in this university. Yeah. So yeah, so we at OSU we have this organization, Indonesian student organization called PERMIAS. Yeah, so it's Persatuan Mahasiswa Indonesia di Amerika Serikat at Oregon State University. So this is an organization that is established by Indonesian students almost in every campus in the US who has an Indonesian community. It just so happens that a OSU PERMIAS is one of the most active ones that I know of. Yeah. So they just recently have this thing called Indo Night. Yeah, so they actually celebrate Indonesian culture, and then, well, due to the pandemic, usually they have it like a live session on a stage. But this year they just happen to be taking place on a YouTube. Yeah, it was live streaming as well. I think I've blasted as well to you, and then. Yes, it's so the community members now, according to my last recent conversation, was about like between 40 to 50 students, 80% of that numbers are studying in undergraduate program, and the rest of that is studying postgraduate. Yeah. So yeah, so they, I mean, like I asked, of course, like what is going on in that organization apart from just having an Indo night or cultural events. They said there's a lot. They have like quarterly meeting with them, among them, just having an updates with each other, and then they also have this usually, well, before the pandemic, they will have this welcoming party for the new Indonesian students. Yeah, so they'll be helping out the new students who they have orientation, or just to get adjusted with the new environment. So they're always in the help. And then as far as your question regarding the halal food, yeah, I just happened to be there as well in 2019. Yeah, I think it's November, if I'm not mistaken. I was there. And then I happened to go to the cafeteria or OSU, or the dining halls, I'm sorry. So before I entered the dining hall, I found this huge screen, like a digital screen that I can find out about the menu today, and then the ingredients, whether it's halal food or is it, if I have some sort of food allergy, I can find out, if I'm like, I need that gluten-free food. I can find out which stall that I should visit or things like that. So if you live on campus, you get the meals from the dining halls, because if you live in OSU accommodation, the fee will come with the meal package. But if you live outside of campus, there's a lot of way of finding the halal food itself. There's an Islamic community there, mostly our people who come from the Middle East. So they do have Friday prayer, if you're wondering, and they do sell halal meat. So halal meat means it has to be butchered in a certain way according to Islamic way. Yeah, so you can go for that, and then also there are some restaurants that I know that provide halal food. I forgot the names though, but the Indonesian Student Association just told me that there's actually like a Malaysian or Turkish Indian restaurant that provide that. But then, of course, there's other option. You can cook by yourself. Yeah, you can cook by yourself, which means we would guarantee the health, the halal matters of the food that you're trying to cook for yourself. Yeah.
So having a community is like a cure to homestay. Like having a family away from home. So yeah, that's the Indonesia.
It's always to find a way to if they miss the food, some parents will send their children foods like probably rendang, Indonesian rendang, something that can be preserved, and then they can share it with other students as well, and they just come to someone's apartment and then share the food. It's always that. Yeah.
I think we lost her again.
Okay. I think we've got a couple of questions, Jeannie. I can see.
All right.
That,
so for MBA program, is there any paid placement internship? Any GMAT GRE eligibility? What is the minimum working experience? So at OSU, there is no requirement for the working experience. However, we do require a GMAT or GRE. If you don't have this ready upon application, we also do have a program called Graduate Pathway, where you can apply for an MBA program without a GRE or GMAT. And during the pathway, you can have an access to the materials for GMAT or GRE. You will have some test prep sessions within other than the classes that you will have to take, and make sure that you get the required score for what the department is looking for. Unfortunately, we don't have any fixed program for any paid placement internship. But like I said before, there is an opportunity for you to find an internship. You just have to work with your advisor, as well as working very closely with our Career Services Center located in the College of Business.
Okay. So
if I may add to that, Jeannie, just a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Regarding the paid internships, I think this is common among Indonesian students to ask this. I've encountered this a lot. So yes, guys, if you apply for an MBA, there's some sort of support for you to get a job there, but it is not 100% guaranteed just by being in the program. So there's certain effort that you have to elaborate in this sense. I think Jeannie mentioned about career service at OSU. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of story who successful students, Indonesian successful students who managed to find a job there by accessing this support. They will help you in finding the jobs. Like finding the right informations, and then they will help you to how to build a resume, then how to manage an interview professionally. All of that is available, but it's not guaranteed until you do something about it. Yeah, so we will provide the support.
Yeah, I think before we address the next questions, there's a video to support what Mas Adi just mentioned, so we can get a better visual of it. So please, the video, please.
Hi, My name is Lauren Caruso, and I'm an Assistant Director for Student Engagement here in the College of Business. In the college, we take student success holistically, and so we think about you not just as a student in our classes, but a whole person. As such, we provide a variety of resources for you so that you can be successful while you're here, as well as afterwards and when you graduate. So we have a student engagement team who is here to guide you through each term in the college. We help you get involved and engaged from day one, and we really help you make the College of Business at OSU your home away from home. We also have a team of 12 dedicated professional advisors who are here to work with you on your academic plan, answer questions about resources, help you understand study abroad opportunities, and just help you navigate your way through OSU's College of Business. We have a Career Success Center, which is pretty unique within the university to have one in our college, completely dedicated to working with College of Business students. We help you become profession ready, whether it's looking at your resumes and your cover letters, polishing your interviewing skills, or connecting you with employers so that you can get internships and later jobs after you graduate. In addition, we have a peer mentoring program. We offer additional support through looking at your personal finances with you. We have 27 College of Business clubs, all because we recognize that success extends beyond the confines of the classroom. So we look forward to having you join us. Welcome to Beaver Nation.
Awesome. So it seems like OSU giving a full support from end to end, even during the study and then the after study, looking for a job. I think we do have another questions. Let's check. Okay. Care to share details MBA program class ecosystem, age range, and how does the class going during the online?
So in terms of the age range, it really varies depending on each intake or each academic year, what kind of applicant pool we receive. However, normally it tends to be around 30 to 40, I would say. And with the classes during the pandemic, so luckily we were able to offer students to start online back home. However, these classes were delivered remotely. After this, well, the good news is that starting from fall intake, we will go back to in-person classes. So students will be able to fly in to Corvallis and take in-person classes that, instead of taking remote classes that conflict, or has some impact with the time zone issues.
Okay, so we touched on about the pandemic study. So I assume it's still all online and remote study.
Can you repeat that question again?
Is that correct?
Hi, Yonella. Do you mind repeating that question again? Sorry, I kind of got disconnected.
Yeah, I think it's a bit cut off. So during the pandemic, it's the online study that, the new students can start online. Is that correct?
Well, until fall intake, we will be providing an option for the students to start online. However, this class is not an asynchronous class where the time difference won't matter. It will be delivered remotely, so students will be expected to take classes very late night or very early in the morning. So, okay. Yeah, but a good news, since we're talking about pandemic, is that we are actually able to offer our students with a free COVID vaccine starting from April 19th. So students that arrive on campus for the fall intake, we will make sure that our students are getting their first dose of COVID vaccine during the first week of orientation. So I hope that's a really great news, and we'll make sure that even if it's in-person classes, we'll take all the precautions and make sure our students are staying safe. Mhm.
Do you hear me? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Next question, Janela.
Yeah, that would be next one. For bachelor program, do I need SAT score? And if yes, what's the minimum score?
Really good question. And really good news for the student. No, we don't look at a SAT or an ACT score. So, yep, I hope that's a good news.
Okay. Hope that answered the questions also. Okay, I think we get another question. For the MS4 program, any internship or guaranteed work placement options?
So, MS Business Program, possible to get an internship. However, once again, student has to work really closely with the advisor as well as the career center. And they will have to find, look for an internship earlier. They can't wait until the end of the program. They will have to act really fast. No guarantee work placement. However, there is a capstone project requirement as part of the program where the student will be able to work on a real industry focused project. So they will get to work with the industry, a specific industry, and this company actually, the choice of company actually varies every year, but they will have an experience before they graduate. And I hope that's sufficient.
What about the opportunity after study, like after graduation?
Oh, opportunity after graduation. So in the US, as an international student, you will be able to apply for a OPT, an optional practical training, and be able to find a job in the US and use up to 1 year of that OPT. For STEM designated, so science, technology, engineering, and math students, or a specific major that is designated as a STEM major, like our business analytics degree, the students are able to extend 2 additional years after they complete their first year of OPT. So in total, it's going to be 3 years. So that's a really great opportunity for our students to look, identify any job opportunities after they graduate in the US.
Okay,
so it seems like there are more questions, and we will wait.
Coming up.
In the flight, there's an opportunity for a scholarship. Can you explain more about it? Okay, so in terms of scholarship, I'm not quite sure if the student is a grad student or a undergraduate student, but since we're talking about MS programs, well, I'll just talk about our grad scholarship opportunities. So for our students, for the MS business students, they will have 2 different types of scholarship opportunities. So one will be an entry scholarship. So upon application, depending on their GPA or their performance, they would be eligible for a scholarship called regional scholarship. And the amount varies depending on the situation or your academic background. The another scholarship is called progression scholarship or continued success scholarship. So depending on your performance during your first term or during the first term of your program, you either could get a 5,000 annual scholarship or 3,000 annual scholarship that is renewable up to 2 years. Other than that, there are other scholarship opportunities which you can find during your studies at OSU. So there is a specific scholarship website called Scholar Dollars where students would be able to submit one single application. And basically, they would be applying for many different scholarships that they would be qualified for. But this is a very competitive. You're fighting against other students that are in the same program or in the same department.
Okay, so there's actually plenty of scholarship opportunity. If you need more questions, just reach out to ACC Global Indonesia. Then we will be able to help you find the suitable one for you. Okay, there's the next question. Is the uni available for fully funded scholarship?
Unfortunately, that will be difficult as a state university. However, we are offering some other scholarships that I mentioned earlier.
Any more questions? As I'm comparing between MBA and MS, which one do you recommend for those graduated from Bachelor of Engineering?
It really depends on your focus, or if you really want to study in the business analytics field, then I would highly recommend the MS Business program because it's designed for students to learn more about business analytics as well as picking up those essential skills that you need as part of being a good candidate after they graduate. Also, since you studied bachelor's of engineering, you probably have a really good quantitative skills. So I would recommend the MS program then.
Okay.
Can I elaborate on that again, Yonela, I think?
Yep. Do you want to add something?
Yes, I agree with Chini. Sure, yeah, I agree with Chini. But looking at the engineering side, this is just my angle. Looking at the engineering side, I think the MS would be working well with you. Business analytics is something that is not as common as finance nowadays. I have a background in business as well. I can see that mostly students would take the major such as finance, marketing, business, accounting. But recently, I think that's being expanded in the new fields, like finance combined with statistics, and then comes the business analytics, which is engineering students would excel because of their math advantage, because you already have like calculus compared to business students. We only probably just taking the first calculus, but then if you're taking advanced calculus, advanced mathematics, that would really be helpful, in doing the MS business. But that's the way my perspective of looking at things. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Do we have any more questions? Yeah. Can you inform me what's the average tuition fee for international students for Bachelor of Engineering, and whether any scholarship available?
So the tuition fee for our undergraduate program is around 33,000 and I think 900. There is definitely a scholarship available. So if you are a resident of Indonesia, then we are offering an 8,000 scholarship annually to those students. So I can't do the math, but that will bring down the cost significantly.
Okay, so there is the scholarship. Just again, if you need the exact number, you can just reach out to us. Then we can give you the more details. Yeah. So I think I have a usual question that people ask usually. How about if I bring a family with me? The accommodation and how it works.
So we don't provide a family housing for those students that bring their family. However, we will provide like links or some guide for students that are looking for an off-campus housing. So they will need to find their own housing upon arrival or before they come on campus, but that's how our students normally do.
I think I can elaborate more on this, Yonela, if I may.
Yes.
I think it just received a question from a student, prospective student, who has a family already, but she has a child like with age under 9, two children, and then she was wondering if she could take them to the university. I said yes, but as long as you have a guardian that stay with the children during your study, because she was wondering if the university have like any childcare and things like that. Unfortunately, that is, and as of now, that's not available, right, Jeannie? So that sort of thing, because it has related to the visa matters as well. It's not just the technicality with the university. So make sure if you bring children to the US, if you're traveling as a family, husband and wife, if husband is studying at full-time at university, presumably the wife will be staying at home, staying with the children, looking after them. Well, it's not the same like in Indonesia, you know. Oh, I have someone to watch it. When you come to the US, it's just different. If you have a child under age, and then the government will ask you who's looking after them. So just give you a perspective. So yes, but then as far as technicality, finding department of OSU can help you with that. No problem at all, of course. Oh, okay.
And we're back.
Okay.
Sorry for the quiz.
All right. Yes.
Yeah. So we will have, before we do the quiz, for those who just joining us, so there will be a quiz. For those for 2 persons that can answer the questions correctly, we will give away. So we will give away 2 shirts from Oregon State University for you. And we will announce the winner by Monday. So before we shoot the questions for the quiz, let's just watch a virtual tour about the business school in Oregon State. So you will have, better idea how is it like to study in Oregon State.
Welcome to our College of Business virtual tour. Right now we are in front of Austin Hall, the home of the College of Business. Here we are in the marketplace on the first floor of Austin Hall. This is a great place to study, work on group projects, hang out in between classes, or meet with professors. Behind me is the Academic Advising Office. We have a team of dedicated academic advisors who are here to help you navigate your classes and pathways to your business and design degree options throughout your time here at Oregon State. Behind me is the Career Success Center. We are the only college on campus to have its very own dedicated career center. We will provide the opportunities and tools that you need in order to be successful in today's job market. We will help you build your resumes, cover letters, social media presence, and your interview skills. We'll also help you to get jobs and internships. Throughout the year, we'll host various networking events as well as career fairs here in Austin Hall. This is the project room here in Austin Hall. What's nice about these is during midterms and finals, you can reserve these rooms online. That way, if you need to do a group project, study, or have an interview, you can have this room all to yourself. We are now in Steerick Auditorium. This room traditionally seats 250 students, making it our largest classroom in Austin Hall. This classroom is typically used for larger lecture-style classes as well as networking events. We also host pitch competitions where students can pitch their new business ideas to guest judges who are from our community. We are now on the second floor of Austin Hall. There's more study space and a computer lab for all of your class needs. This is one of our multi-level classrooms on the second floor of Austin Hall. This room traditionally seats about 48 students. With the style of this classroom, you can always see your professor and they can always see you. This is our computer classroom in Austin Hall. What's unique about this class is that each desk has its own computer. You simply just pull out the keyboard and your computer will pop up. If you want to use your laptop, you can push down your computer and it will turn back into a desk. Right now, we are on the 3rd floor, which is home to the MBA graduate program. The 3rd floor also has more multi-level classrooms for upper division courses. Your business professors' offices are located on the 3rd and 4th floor, making it convenient for you to go to office hours. Right now, we are in front of Weatherford Hall. Weatherford and Pulling are our 2 business-themed residence halls that our first-year students in the College of Business will live in as part of our Innovation Nation, our first-year living learning community. This is a standard double in Weatherford Hall. Weatherford has singles, doubles, triples, and quad rooms. Pulling Hall has singles, doubles, triples, and economy triples. The furniture in each room comes the same, and you can also choose to bunk or loft your bed to create more space. A couple amenities that Weatherford includes are a lounge on each floor where you can hang out with your homemates or just study. We also have a full kitchen as well as a theater to watch movies in, or a rec room where you can play games such as pool and foosball. We also have a laundry room that is free for you to use, as well as a bike room where you can safely and securely store your bike inside the building. A couple more fun things that Weatherford includes are a sauna, a soundproof music room, as well as our very own mailroom. Weatherford and Pulling each have their own classroom. This is the Weatherford classroom. It typically seats about 36 students in here. As a first-year student in the College of Business, you will be part of our BA 160 series. This class is typically held in this room right here, which is right inside your residence hall, so you can literally roll out of bed in the morning and make it down to class. The BA 160 series will start the fall term of your first year here and run all the way through spring term. This series will help you to acclimate to college life, help you learn about the different business majors, and you'll also get to participate in various design thinking challenges. This is the DAM Lab Makerspace right inside of Buxton Hall. This space is a collaboration between the College of Business and the College of Engineering. As a business student, you will have 24/7 access to this space to create your next business venture. The makerspace includes 3D printers, sewing machines, embroidery machines, t-shirt presses, laser engravers, sublimation printers, vinyl cutters, and many more. Thank you for joining me on this College of Business tour. We hope you enjoy. Go Beavs!
Okay, quiz time, I think. So yeah, as mentioned, there will be 3 questions today that we will give you all. You can type your answer if you go to our Instagram. There will be
There you go.
Lost her again. Something about Instagram.
The last post we have is So if you check our last post in Instagram, that will be the banner of today's talk. So you can type your answer there. So there will be 3 questions. Just don't forget to put up type the answer there, and then we will pick the best 2 answers and announce it by Monday. So you will have time until Monday before we announce the winner. There will be 2 shirts from Oregon State University. I think it's all size. We call it all size, right? I mean, there will be 1 size fits everyone, I believe. We will give away. We will give it away for 2 winners, and we will announce it by Monday. So hope you are ready for the questions. So Jeannie, would you like to hear the questions?
Sure. So the first question is, what is the name of our Indonesian Student Association at OSU? So what is the name of Indonesian Student Association at Oregon State University? I believe Addy has been sharing a lot of information about this when he was talking about halal foods and the association, how active they were and how friendly they were to to our new students?
Okay, that will be the first. Yeah.
That's the first.
And the second one.
Second question.
It's up to you.
All right. So second question is, what is the name of STEM business major at master's level at OSU? So during the whole session, I've been talking about this major in particular in the grad level, so the master's level, and been saying that it's a STEM designated business major. So that should be really straightforward.
Yeah, easy peasy question if you listen to our talk today.
Just one. Just,
and
just one.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just
and
one.
that's the last question. So that's three. That's the last question, please.
So the last question is, when can OSU students get COVID vaccines? So I briefly mentioned this when we were talking about the vaccines, like the online program. Then I suddenly talked about what our fall term would look like, that our students will be able to get vaccines starting from this certain date. A hint is April.
Okay.
And it didn't happen.
That's
It's in the
future. Okay. So that will be those three questions. To help you guys, we will actually put these questions in our Instagram story. So just stay tuned. So please, you can just type the answer of these three questions in the last post. The Oregon State University live session post in our Instagram feed. Just type your answer, and we will announce it by next Monday. And the winner will be contacted by DM with ACC, and we will send the shirt right to your address. So yeah, that would be the quiz. And then feel free to tag your friends to get more opportunities to win. Okay, so yeah, any last statement, Jeannie and Mas Adi, for those who actually considering US as a study destination or
Well,
Yeah, Jeannie, go ahead.
about between MBA.
Yeah, we kind of lost you, Yonela, but I still got your point. So the last thing that I would like to share with our students is that I know that a lot of students are very concerned about the safety in the US and safety regarding the pandemic. So OSU is doing our best. We have the biggest international student support team. So we have more than 150 staff that only looks after the international students. So we are here for you with any of the supports that you need on campus, and with your safety, with the vaccines, we'll start to provide those to our students as well. And also with the program, MS Business Program is a business program that is suitable for any degree, any major students that wants to learn more about business analytics, that really wants to pick up those essential skills and boost up their resume and potentially get the job that they want after they graduate. So yeah, I really look forward to seeing everyone on campus, and go Heaps.
Maybe last few things from me, Yonela, if I may.
Yes, you may, Adi.
Did I lose her again? Did I lose her again?
I think so,
Yes,
but
for
feel
those who
free.
are still staying tuned, thank you for taking the time to spend some time with OSU. Sorry, Jonella, I just help myself. Thank you for staying with us and listening to the session. So then, what's next? Yeah, if in case that you're really interested and wants to consult more, of course you can contact AECC team. And then if you prefer to have a consultant with us, you feel like, I want to talk to Jeannie someone, then yes, please contact ACC, and then they can set the session just for you, so you can have further more detailed question. Although is it possible to cover all the aspect of this program in just 45 minutes or an hour? So feel free to contact ACC. I encourage you to do that. And then one more thing, that there's no application fee, guys. So please, if you really have the intention to study overseas, and then you're interested to go to SU and wondering, do I get a scholarship or not? Do I get accepted or not? Just apply. There's no application fee. All you have to do is just contact them and then provide your documents. They will guide you. I believe AC doesn't give any charge at all. And then so you got nothing to lose to find out more about this program and whether you're suitable or not in this program.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, especially if you have a case to discuss, feel free to just let us know so we can help you, customize. Okay. Thank you, Jeannie and Masadi, for all the information shared. We look forward to announce the winner on Monday. Okay. Hope this helps our friends here who actually considering US as a study destination. So thank you for bearing with us for another 1 hour. Apologize for the technical glitch. It's unbearable sometimes. Okay. Thank you for today. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.